to argue in this organization, they will argue for all you nuance. You have to argue. Because if you're really serious about what you're doing, you have to voice your opinion. And that's what I think the organization taught me a lot. Even in the career that I have now, it taught me a lot about what I have to say and what is my obligation as someone who knows certain things, even in any situation. So on the board level, I think that that's one of the major themes that I would like to pass on to the rest of the board members. You have to debate, you have to argue, you're not going to agree, things are going to happen, it's going to be crazy, but at the end of the day, if you remember that this is history, this is a legacy, this is a part of 40 years of tradition, this is a part of like who we are on this campus, and it may be a microcosm, but in this microcosm, we have made our mark as a group, and that's from the first bus president, from the first bus board to you. So you have to just remember that continuous and don't break up. Don't break up. Do not break up as a board, because that's when all kinds of things begin to happen. So if you stay strong with your core group, anything's possible with Black United Students. We got a racial harassment policy for the board. Oscar Ritchie, which the young members are enjoying, that's part of these people standing up here, those people sitting at that table, some of our faculty and our staff, people helping us out. I mean, this is a family thing. It's definitely a fraternity, sorority. It's a brother and sisterhood for everybody who's been involved with us. And I was told that y'all don't forget that. Keep it strong. There's still new issues. We got Barack Obama, but that doesn't mean like one man can really change the world. We still got to do the work. So that's all I have to say for the next one.
I am a former vice president of Black United Students Executive Board. I graduated from Kent State in '03, and for everyone involved in BUS, and I'm sure that what I'm saying is going to resonate with them, that it's a life-changing experience. And I'm thankful for that. So for the first thing I'm going to say is thank you to the elders who did this before we got here and guided us while we were here. Thank you for my contemporaries who shared in this experience with me while I was here. And thank you for those of us who are carrying this torch now. I haven't even met you all, but thank you for all of your sacrifice, all of your work. It is appreciated, all the way from an old schooler like myself. I can't believe I can actually say that. But, so I'm not going to go through too many of the stories about, all the stress and, all the hair that's falling out now, probably as a result of BUS. But I will share like my two-sided experience with BUS. On the one side, it was a lot of student organizations, or whether the Kent Stater needed to hear a statement from me about something, whether our elders over at DPAS felt like I should be involved in whatever it was that they had going on, and it was due to my responsibilities in BUS that they would ask for me. They say, well, where's Jeff at? Let's get Jeff. Jeff will do this. Jeff says yes to pretty much everybody, so we're definitely going to ask for Jeff. And that's one level of it, but at another level, it was a 2 in the morning phone call from someone who had nowhere else to turn to and needed a ride to an emergency room. And it's that twofold reality of being a leader, that you're not just a leader on the surface, you're not just a leader for organizations, you're not just a leader to look at the Constitution and are we doing this the way that we're supposed to do this, are we keeping it true to the philosophy of the originators of this organization. But there's a real human dimension to it that transcends everything else and is ultimately what fuels what you're doing on that organizational level, on the level of being the Black United Students and on the executive board. So that was really my experience. Don't deny that human dimension. Don't deny the organizational dimension. Take it all in. It's going to be stress. It's going to be crazy. You all know it already, I'm sure. But it's a beautiful experience, and I'm so thankful for it. Thank you.
My name is Jeremy Caldwell. I graduated in '04. I'd first like to say thank you to the faculty, the Pan-African Studies Department. It's everyone here. I see Marion, Dean Moore. You You all are the richest part of my education here. I really appreciate it. I majored in biology, but I definitely felt like my home was Oscar Ritchie Hall. And what I want to share with you, I couldn't possibly share with you all the things in my heart that I'd love to tell you about Oscar Ritchie and about us. But the most important thing is when I was a senior and we were working hard to try to get some progress with Oscar Ritchie being renovated. And we were having some really serious racial issues on this campus. And it didn't seem like we were having progress. Understand that the mountaintops are for inspiration and for retreating, but in the valley is where the fruit is grown. That rally that was held in 2004, it wasn't any big, mighty rally to the naked eye. There are 1,500 black students on this campus and only 150 showed up to that rally. A fraction of the minority. But when we unite, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Those 150 students cause others to ignite. And because of that spark that was born in that, we have what we have today here to celebrate. I want to thank my elders here that what I'm going to do in my life is a result of the fruit that you put into me. And that it is not stopping with what happened on this campus. But these men up here, I know, will have a significant impact on the world today. When we first went into Oscar Ritchie, I remember DeMario, myself, and Teddy Harris. It started with a dream. We dreamed of what Oscar Ritchie could be, what the Black Studies Department, what we wanted to see there. And we had a vision, and it only took a fraction of the minority to make it happen. You will never get most people to stand behind you in any great movement or anything that you feel passionate about. But it only takes a fraction of the minority to unite to make it happen. In the book of Genesis, God said that when they were building the Tower of Babel, He said, we have to stop them, because when people put their mind to something and they unite, there is nothing that they cannot do. I want to encourage you that what you feel that your purpose is in life, to stay the course. It only takes a few to change the world.